Hey there, welcome to day 1632 of What's She Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting the journey, primarily the business journey, and sharing what am I doing online and offline as I've built dozens of businesses and grown and supersized them over the decades while simultaneously working over a quarter century in corporate America. Now, I left corporate America 2003 or 2004. I can't remember exactly. Isn't that awful? Because I could go back, I could check my records, and I could look, but doesn't really matter. It's been a long time. So today, every day I create a couple of pieces of content, and it's interesting. Some days you just feel like doing your videos and you hop online and you're all energetic. I got this tickle in my throat. My son-in-law said a couple of days ago that he had a tickle in his throat, and now I've got this tickle in my throat. My granddaughter's had a runny nose, so now I got a runny nose. I'm like, we don't think we're suggestible, but we so are. At least I am still. It's amazing. So today, for Supersize Your Business, our idiom, our contribution related idiom, is actually contribute to, or to contribute to something. And it talked about 7 different ways we can make donations or contribute to different things outside of ourselves, or that our business can. And then giving guidelines. I shared 10 different giving guidelines, things to consider before you donate your time, your money, or your energy, right? So we talked about the different ways you could donate, and I'm sure there's way more than 7, but I just shared 7. And again, giving guidelines too. I'm sure there's different guidelines that you could follow, but they all follow how we should make decisions and use our common sense and our brains anyway, right? Before we give anything to a charity or to someone else, we ought to think about and make sure that it's a worthy or worthwhile cause. We want to get the biggest bang for our bucks. We're going to contribute. If we want to get the biggest bang for our buck, we're going to contribute locally to causes that we care about, and maybe to poorer countries. Poorer countries, our dollar goes a lot further, right? Or depending on whatever monetary system that you're using. So I talked about those. I shared 10. I'm not going to share them here. You can go to Supersize Your Business and you can watch today's video. Same with our annual challenge today. Today's annual challenge, we're focusing on the area of contribution, and we are running through the SOAP framework. Yesterday, we talked about our story and situation, and we used the journalistic framework to come up with our current situation versus our desired situation, and that creates this gap. And so today, the O in our SOAP framework is options. And so we're brainstorming. 1031 is a tool that I call it and use. I don't have another better name for it. A better name, please share with me. I haven't spent any time or energy coming up with a better name than 1031. But basically, we brainstorm at least 10 possible options to begin filling that gap, right? Or maybe we have an idea that will fill the gap all the way. I have an idea already I've got 5 out of my 10 that I think will actually over time fill that entire gap and get me from where I am to where I want to go based on my story, the area of contribution that I want to fix this month. So it might be a big thing, or it might be just a small step. Maybe we need to do research and find out how we could contribute in ways that make us feel good. So we're talking about options today. Niece and nephew are here from New Mexico. They live in New Mexico now. They just recently moved from Florida to New Mexico. And so they're visiting while their parents are in training. And that sounds funny. Their parents are in training. They're in leadership training for the military. So we get to spend the week with them, and my granddaughter's coming over we're having a big kid and grandma sleepover tomorrow, and that'll be really, really fun. And we'll go to movies, and then my granddaughter's going to Girl Scout camp already. She's old enough to go to Girl Scout camp. Mind-boggling. So if I can help you in any way, hit me up and ask. Today is the day to ask me, because probably tomorrow and Friday I'm going to be pretty busy and doing things that make my heart sing, make me happy, right? Which is the reason that I do all the other things that I do, is so that I can take the time and the energy and the freedom to spend with and on the priorities that are most important for me, which I've always said are my family, but I didn't always behave that way. Now I actually live that way, and I take time off whenever and however often I want to do things with my family when they're available, because their schedules are a lot tighter than mine is, because I get to make my own schedule. All right, have an awesome day. If I can help you anyway, ask. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow. Bye.